The history of Bitcoin 2021. Rome's mind-blowing history was not written in a day. Furthermore, nor was Bitcoin history. We're just 10 years into the crazy ride which is Bitcoin history, brimming with treacheries, unexpected developments, epic highs, and horrible lows. Sometime in the future, Hollywood movies will pay a rundown entertainers to play the most stunning pieces of Bitcoin's story. In any case, you don't have to hang tight for those motion pictures. In this article, you'll discover the tale of Bitcoin through 12 key dates spreading over the Bitcoin history timetable. Essentially clarified. Here's a brisk Bitcoin history exercise. We're just 10 years into the exciting ride which is Bitcoin history, loaded with disloyalties, unexpected developments, epic highs, and awful lows. We are crypto maniacs. Altogether, we have more than 25 years of involvement with the crypto world and are largely enthusiastic about managing individuals through the perplexing universe of crypto contributing. 2005 before Bitcoin. BitGold was proposed. 2008 Bitcoin's white paper is published. 2009 Bitcoin is launched. 2010 to 10,000 Bitcoins purchase 2 pizzas. February 2011 US dollar parity. November 2013 the first Bitcoin bubble. February to March 2014 Mt. Gox and China. July 2015 Bitcoin's opposition. August 2016 the eco rage. December 2017 Bitcoin's biggest bubble. December 2018 Bitcoin's low point. Walk 2020 Coronavirus versus Bitcoin. These days. 2005 before Bitcoin. BitGold was proposed. In 2005, Nick Szabo proposed BitGold. It proposed comparative highlights to what Bitcoin is known for: decentralization, evidence of work, and a blockchain-like framework. Shockingly, BitGold never took off as a result of one deadly shortcoming: the twofold spend issue. Clients of BitGold could spend their BitGold twice without being got. The issue is like the robbery of films, music, and other advanced things. Somebody could duplicate, glue the computerized token and continue to spend it as long as they make duplicates. Basically, this is falsifying. Conventional advanced installment frameworks like Visa take care of this issue with a concentrated, exceptionally secure space where they keep all records of exchanges. Yet, if somebody somehow managed to break in, they could give themselves all the cash they needed. BitGold couldn't move beyond that issue. BitGold, by the day's end, was simply one more unified installment framework. Nothing genuinely progressive. Nonetheless, some say it was the motivation that commenced Bitcoin history. 2008 Bitcoin's white paper is published. In 2008, an unknown individual known as Satoshi Nakamoto showed up on the scene. Right up till the present time, nobody knows who Satoshi is or was. Satoshi previously showed up on a couple of cryptography gatherings in 2008. At that point, in January 2009, on a site called SourceForge, Satoshi openly delivered rendition 0.1 of the Bitcoin programming. A pivotal initial phase in Bitcoin history. He, she, they at that point dispatched the organization by mining the primary square, the beginning square. He, she, or it, a gathering or organization, distributed a paper called Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This paper tackled the twofold spending issue. Bitcoin tackled it by utilizing a decentralized design. PCs all around the globe would keep a duplicate of the blockchain, every one of the exchanges, and check it with one another. To break the blockchain, programmers would not have to break into a solitary record, unified framework. They would have to break into many records around the globe, decentralized framework. A significant achievement. In December 2010, Satoshi vanished. Numerous individuals have professed to be Satoshi from that point forward, yet nobody has offered any obvious confirmation. Satoshi's secrecy stays flawless. Pictures do circle of an old Asian man of his word, however the man being referred to denies being Satoshi. 2009 Bitcoin is launched. In 2009, with assistance from developer Hal Finney, Satoshi Nakamoto dispatched Bitcoin interestingly. This was ostensibly the main point in the Bitcoin history timetable, since it changed computerized money for eternity. Satoshi Nakamoto mined the principal blocks in the blockchain himself. The principal exchange was from Nakamoto to Hal Finney, for an amazing absolute of 10 bitcoins. The exchange was a triumph, and it is for all time recorded in Bitcoin history because of Bitcoin's perpetual blockchain. Tragically, Hal Finney had been determined in 2009 to have Lou Gehrig's infection, or else, think Stephen Hawking. Hal Finney boldly struggled the degenerative infection until August 2014, when he calmly died. Until his withering breath, Hal denied being Satoshi Nakamoto and demanded he didn't have the foggiest idea who Nakamoto was. 2010 to 10,000 bitcoins purchase 2 pizzas. Another totally immense crossroads in Bitcoin history should be the principal exchange among Bitcoin and a genuine thing. This occurred on May 22, 2010. That day has now become a commemoration day known as Bitcoin Pizza Day. Laszlo Hanyecz coordinated it. He posted on Bitcoin Talk Gathering, "I'll pay 10,000 bitcoins several pizzas. Like perhaps 2 enormous ones so I have some left over for the following day." Another client took him up on the offer and purchased, with conveyance, 2 Papa John's pizzas for him in return for 10,000 BTC. As an update, this is what 1 Bitcoin is worth today. Bitcoin, BTC. 51,414 United States dollars and 47 cents, 1.79%. Rank. February 2011 US dollar parity. The cost of 1 Bitcoin at long last arrived at equality with the US dollar. Interestingly, there were sufficient purchases to raise the cost to $1 for 1 BTC. The equality gave a mental approval to individuals, since $1 is seen as an authentic kind of money-related thing. November 2013 the first Bitcoin bubble. Interestingly, Bitcoin burst onto the world stage. Individuals could tell something significant was going on as ahead of schedule as February 2013. In fact, Coinbase announced selling more than $1 million worth of Bitcoins in a solitary month. The cost at the time had moved from $5 to more than $22 per Bitcoin. This was the beginning of the principal major Bitcoin bull run and air pocket. Rapidly, Bitcoin arrived at a confounding valuation of $1,213 per BTC. Individuals around the planet were stunned that phony web cash could merit that much. Yet, the gathering was over by December of the very year. BTC collided with $600 per coin. Indeed, it shot back up again to $1,000, however then the value fell and balanced out somewhere in the range of $650 and $800. February to March 2014 Mt. Gox and China. In the event that you could envision Bitcoin history, you would see a few dim cavities where awful things occurred. The first and maybe biggest was Mt. Gox. Mt. Gox, the biggest crypto trade on the planet, unexpectedly shut down. A huge number of individuals with BTC on the stage were abruptly left with nothing. Mt. Gox just shut its entryways one day and opted for non-payment. The FBI explored and seized $2.10 to $5 million in Bitcoin, however by far most was gone. Another pit in Bitcoin history happened in December when the Chinese government prohibited Bitcoin by keeping banks from managing it and its clients. Bitcoin value falls again by 2-fold digits. Be that as it may, governments are beginning to pay heed, which gives some authenticity to Bitcoin as a resource class. July 2015 Bitcoin's opposition. Ethereum is made. Up until this point, the digital money space was loaded up with fakers and different coins attempting to be the following Bitcoin, or be better compared to Bitcoin. The simply one to give Bitcoin genuine rivalry was Ethereum. That is on the grounds that Ethereum wasn't attempting to be a superior Bitcoin. It was taking blockchain innovation and utilizing it for some different option from advanced cash. Ethereum's blockchain is intended to deal with brilliant agreements. Bitcoin's blockchain can just deal with basic trades of significant worth, starting with one location then onto the next. Ethereum's blockchain can deal with exchanges that are undeniably more mind-boggling, like advanced resources, crypto advance agreements, and the sky is the limit from there. August 2016, the Eco Rage. Ethereum's savvy contracts empowered organizations to bring assets up in a totally different manner. Customarily, organizations need to connect with private backers, quickening agents, or direct a long and costly IPO, first sale of stock, on the securities exchange. With Ethereum, each of an organization needed to do is make an Ethereum Shrewd agreement. This better approach for fundraising was known as the ECO, short for Initial Coin Offering. Individuals around the globe could send in ETH or BTC to the location, and the Shrewd agreement would naturally send the organization's remarkable new coins to them. It resembled purchasing stocks. It was hypothesis, straightforward as can be. Bitcoin history was always modified by this on the grounds that an entire rush of new contenders started to spring up. Alongside them came novel thoughts, new financial backers, more press inclusion, yet additionally tricks and hacks. December 2017, Bitcoin's biggest bubble. Picturing Bitcoin history resembles seeing a mountain range. December 2017 is perhaps the most noteworthy pinnacle. By this point, the eco furor had produced so much media buzz, thus numerous new examiners. Subsequently, Bitcoin and the whole digital money market arrived at the pinnacle of their most recent air pocket. Up until this point, Bitcoin had confronted rivalry from 200-plus digital currencies, it had been restricted by China and India, and Ethereum was taking the spotlight. In any case, Bitcoin figured out how to remain ruler and it arose successful at $19,787 per Bitcoin. In any case, not for long. December 2018, Bitcoin's low point. 1 year after the air pocket popped, Bitcoin hit its most reduced incentive at $3,300 per coin. Yet, that didn't prevent Bitcoin from forging ahead. All through the value drop, more individuals were mining it, more organizations were utilizing it, and more assets were putting resources into it. Walk 2020 Coronavirus versus Bitcoin. Things were going incredible. Bitcoin began 2020 with a great deal of sound confidence. The Bitcoin dividing was coming up in a couple of brief a long time in May 2020. The cost was floating around $10,000, beneficial things were in transit. In any case, at that point, in March 2020, the coronavirus hit the world. Customary business sectors dropped like a lead swell. So did Bitcoin. Source: bbc.com, tradingview.com. The cost of Bitcoin immediately went down to $3,800 for a couple of hours. In any case, instantly, it was taking off back up once more. Since the large drop on March 12, 2020, the cost of Bitcoin has been recuperating with strength. These days. Could this be simply the year Bitcoin demonstrates? What does the Bitcoin history timetable hold from now into the foreseeable future? The US government is printing more than $2 trillion of upgrade cash to infuse into the economy as fast as could really be expected. Also the billions that different nations are printing. Could that cash discover its way into Bitcoin and other digital currencies? Could this be the decade Bitcoin shows the world how amazing a decentralized, worldwide, digital currency will be? The future will advise us.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Life is Often if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.